we just witnessed the greatest game winner and one of the craziest shots I've ever seen. And I was watching it live because, being a Cavs fan myself, I don't really ever miss any games, at least not if it's in my control. But yeah, that Max Strus shot was the craziest shot I've ever seen. 59 feet, making it the second longest three-point shot game winner in NBA history, which is just crazy to me. And I will say it is probably number one, just due to the fact that the number one leader, for those who do not know, is Devontae Graham back in 2021 when he made that 61-foot shot. But to be fair, that one was off the backboard, and the game was already tied. Max Strus' shot was when we were down by 1 to the Dallas Mavericks. I'm saying we as in the Cavs. When the Cavs were down by 1 to the Dallas Mavericks, and then he just launched it from 59 feet and just splashed it. And just the whole story of that game was amazing. I feel like it's definitely up there contending for Game of the Year. Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving playing out of their mind, combining for 75 points. Luka Doncic was 1 rebound away from having a triple-double, 45 points, 14 assists, and 9 rebounds, and Kyrie Irving had 30. And on the Cavs side, the big shot is going to tell the story. But it was a good game all around for both teams. The Cavs had times when they were going on runs, going big. They were up by 15 and stuff. Then Luka Doncic came in and then took over, and then Kyrie Irving took over the third quarter, and then it came down to the fourth quarter. And when I thought it was over around the 5 or 3 minute mark when we were down by 10, and Luka Doncic kept hitting all those 3-pointers, it kept me mugging and talking trash and all this kind of stuff. I was getting very questionable. And then all of a sudden, Max Strus hits a 3-pointer. I was fond of that. And then Kyrie Irving gets a foul out of bounds. Well, not a foul out of bounds. He just commits a turnover because he crossed the line or something like that. And so it came, and then Garland passed it back to Max Strus, fade away in the corner. Max Strus hits it. We're closer. And then we get a stop. Next possession down. Max Strus hits another 3. And then I think we're down by 3. And then I believe then we come back down again. And then Darius Garland passes it to Max Strus and has him hit the 4th 3-pointer in a row. And we're down by 1 or something like that. I forget the exact things. I'm probably going to have the fourth quarter, some part of the game plan as I'm talking about it. And yeah, that ending was just crazy to me. I've never seen something like that. And Max Strus has been kind of struggling as of lately from 3. You probably couldn't tell from last night's performance, but he's only shooting about 34% from 3 this season, and he's a very streaky shooter. But boy, was he on it yesterday. He hit 7 3-pointers yesterday, 7 for 10, and yeah. So, and that's the whole story of the game of how Donovan Mitchell sprinkled in a couple of threes there, and then when we were up by 3, Donovan Mitchell hit because of Donovan Mitchell hitting a big 3-pointer, him talking trash, and then we got the ball, and then we took the clock down to not in seconds, and then they committed we called a timeout because Darius Garland got pushed to the ground, and then we turned the ball out of bounds because I think Max Strus didn't catch it or something. So then it was the play where Luka Doncic got the ball and it passed it up to PJ Washington in the paint for the layup, and then the rest is history. 2 seconds left. Evan Mobley, passes the ball back and gives the craziest shot I've ever seen. It was a 59-foot shot for those that do not know, and that second in all time for game-winning shots. I believe in all time, but it might just be regular season. I'm not sure, but it was the craziest shot. And number one in terms of distance was Devontae Graham's. His was 61 feet, but I'll say this one was probably more impressive. Not to be biased, it's just the fact that Devontae Graham's was off the backboard, and Max Strus's was a pure swish, like nothing but net. And also the fact that Devontae Graham's shot was when the game was tied, so regardless it was going to be overtime, we were down and we needed the shot to go in to win the game. So this one I feel like is the greatest one we ever seen, and this game was definitely one of the best, if not the best game of the year so far. The Dallas Mavericks have been really hot up late. I feel like Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic have been getting their thing together, and when people were concerned about how things are going to work out, and they had some struggles last year, people are questioning it, but this year they've really found their groove. They combined for 75 points. And then with how good the Cleveland Cavaliers have been within, the past 2 or 3 months. But although they have been a little bit, they were like 2-3 in their last 5 before this game. I feel like that's a shot that, it's going to give them energy, momentum. I feel like that's really just going to put the league on notice, hopefully. I believe the Cavs fell down to the 3rd seed, and I'm not sure where the Dallas Mavericks are currently placed in terms of standings-wise, but it was an overall great game, very competitive, a lot of trash talking, a lot of highs, a lot of lows, everything you would ask for in a game, and especially being a fan of the team that won, it still doesn't feel real the way how Max Strus did that. It's not something you would expect. It's something I never would expect to have seen. But I feel like it's going to be one of those plays that you see in those like YouTube highlights or like NBA compilations of greatest shots or craziest shots in NBA history and stuff like that. It was just amazing. And to see like Markieff Morris's reaction of him like freaking out on the sideline making the dropped thing, and then PJ Washington after he made the layup, and he was kind of like flexing as he was walking back, and then as soon as Max Strus hits a shot, he like touches his hair like he knew he like he just like got humbled immediately. It was just, I was super excited. I could not believe it. I still can't believe it. It doesn't feel real. It was a crazy shot. I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but just want to make a video talking about it, and I feel like it's too big of a topic not to make a video on it. So yeah, comment down below to see your guys' thoughts on it. If you think you'll ever see something like that again, this season, playoffs, and who you might think it would be. Just making predictions and just having some fun with it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. If you did, please remember to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.